Well, hello, this is Nani from Booties and Bonnets. Today is Friday, March 13th already. And I haven't been on for a while, for a couple weeks, and I decided it was time to come and do a video, and I'm all excited. It's spring is in the air, definitely. We've been having some warmer days, like in the 40s. And it's supposed to keep warming up, hopefully. You know, it's the middle of March. We could still get a couple snowstorms or like snow coming in, but I'm definitely ready for spring. And I just thought today, I watched a video by the Country Cottage about our hobby, whether it's an addiction or a collection. If we have a collection of dolls, or do we consider this hobby kind of a addiction? And I was really pondering that. I always use the word ponder, but yeah, I had to really think about it. So I thought, well, I dress little Elena here. She's the Elliot sculpt. She's wearing little overalls that she's been wearing for quite a while, and I thought it was time to change her. So while I change little Elena and little Amparo, she's a ginger sculpt, I could talk about my collection of Reborns and how I feel, whether it's an addiction or a collection. So first of all, I think I'll dress little Amparo first. Look at that sweet little girl. I created this little, the sweet baby, and she has rooted hair, and I always have like my babies with a little more blush. I use air dry paints, and I think I just love her little smile. And look at those beautiful blue eyes. They're kind of like newborn eyes for newborns. And I just love this little girl. Every time I see her, it makes me happy and smiling, and especially with what's going on in our country right now, it's nice to have these dolls to kind of cheer us up. Many of you are probably feeling the same way I am. But here's little Amparo, so I thought I'd dress her first. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you something I got the other day. I went thrifting, and as you all know, I like to go to thrift stores and that, and I found this little Boyd's bear, and very soft. Isn't she just adorable? And she's wearing a really cute little dress, kind of a velvety dress, and it has two little hearts. And a beautiful little sweater, kind of crocheted. It'd be fun to learn how to do that. I love the colors with the purple and the gray and the kind of mauve. And I just fell in love with this little bear. And she was a bargain, which is kind of what I like. When I go shopping, I like to find things at a good price. So I thought I'd show you that. So anyway, let's see, what was I going to dress little Amparo in? I was kind of picking out some more like springy clothes that she could wear. Let me make sure I'm on that I'm showing. Okay, yep. And I thought I'd put these on. I've had this outfit for quite a while. It's from the Children's Place. I think they went out of business, but I love these with the little giraffes. I think that's a little giraffe. And I love the colors. Look at that, so bright and springy like. So I'll put that on her. And then she's got this little top, and it says "Fun in the Sun with my mommy." Isn't that the truth? We're all mommies in this hobby, in this Reborn hobby. Of course, there are a few daddies too who have joined our community. Welcome if you're watching. But I love this little shirt. Look at with the little sun, and I love those colors. So I thought I'd put that on little Amparo. I named her after my aunt who passed away when she was about in her late 50s. And I really miss her. I think about her often, and so I thought I'd name one of my dolls after her. So But I'm going to take this little sweater off. She's wearing a little cardigan white sweater. And, oh, and she was going to wear a bonnet too. Look at the bonnet with the lace. I love bonnets. When my daughter was little, now she's almost 30. I was always trying to find bonnets to put on her. And I think I finally found one, but it was hard. It's really difficult finding bonnets nowadays. But I just love this one with all the lace and pink. Looks very girlish. So anyway, I'll put that on her. And I've got some booties that I thought would match her little outfit. I've been doing a lot of crocheting lately, and I'm hoping I do have some things on sale on Reborns.com, little crocheted items that I've been making. I include the shipping and stuff, so they take a lot of work. You know, crocheting takes work, and you've got the yarn and everything and time. So I think I've got them reasonably priced, the things that I have listed. I do have more booties and more baby hats, little caps and stuff, and maybe I'll show those on here sometime so you get to see them. But I love crocheting. It's just such a relaxing thing to do, and I kind of taught myself through watching YouTube videos and that. So anyway, so I was thinking about whether my hobbies are more of a collection or a addiction. Well, when I first started in the hobby, which was about 3 years ago, it really started out as an addiction. I kept looking at dolls on Reborns.com and on eBay, and I started watching YouTube videos, and I wanted to learn how to create these little dollies. When I found out how realistic they looked, I just pretty much went crazy. I bought a kit, and then about 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later I'd find another kit, and I'd create that one, and then I'd create another one, and I just couldn't afford to just be buying ready-made dolls. You know, they can be kind of high-end. You know, the prices can be high-end. They're worth every penny. We all know that. There's a lot of work that goes into them. Look at that little onesie. Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into creating these dolls. You know, many layers of paint and varnish, and you have to purchase all the different things like the cloth body and the eyes and that. So I really fell in love with these dolls. But my family and my husband, of course, said there's no way you're going to keep buying dolls, because I had already bought one, and I kept looking and falling in love with them, and I decided, no, I've got to learn how to make my own to kind of cut down on cost. So I started creating my own dollies. But even then, I got pretty addicted to them. You know, there's so many sculpts out there that, as you all know, we all fall in love with all these. There's just so many to pick from, you know, so many sculpts, and they keep changing, and new ones come out. And so I really kind of came to a realization that I had to slow down. I thought, you know, I'm making these dollies, and I really can't just keep buying kits and buying kits and buying kits. So, so in the last, December, I told myself, I said, you know what, I really have to slow down. I can't keep making dolls. And right now, dolls are not selling real fast. There are many on the market, and so even to try selling a doll, it takes time. I mean, people are looking for something in particular, or they want a closed-eyed baby or an open-eyed reborn, or they like a certain sculpt, or they like a certain artist, or that. And so in December, I just told myself, I said, you know what, I'm going to just enjoy the dollies I have. By the way, I mean, I've got about 15 reborns, and some people might think that's a lot of reborns, but I'm enjoying each one. You know, each one has their own little personality. They bring me a lot of joy. Sometimes I feel like interacting with a little boy, or sometimes interacting with one of my little girls. I love dressing them. Oh, look at that little bracelet. She's got a little bracelet that I ordered a while back, and it says baby. See, it's got turquoise and pink. It fits. It actually goes really well with her outfit. So, anyway, so there's little Amparo. I better slow down a little bit here. So anyway, I just told myself in December, I said I gotta start just enjoying my dolls, for the ones that I have, and you know, because otherwise I'm gonna have a room full of dollies. I might end up with 100 if I let it go that much. I mean, that far. So it's been really working well, because I've been just enjoying the dollies I have. And for those of you who are thinking of purchasing another doll, or you have a few and you're debating whether you want another one or not, really think about whether you really love that doll, or is it something that you're going to buy and 2 months later you decide that you want to sell her or him. You really have to love something to really want to buy it. And that's kind of part of my reasoning too. I don't, you know, with it not becoming an addiction, is enjoying my dolls and just really loving the sculpt and that. So anyway, so to me right now, it was an addiction initially. I really got scared because I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna end up wanting to buy more and more. And I really have to be careful, and that. So I just kind of slowed down. I decided just to enjoy the dollies that I already have. And you know, we each collect differently. Some of us like just one doll or two dolls. Some of us like 10 dolls. Some of us like a collection of 15. Some like, you know, they might have 30 or 40 or whatever. So we all collect differently, and there's no right or wrong. Right, little Amparo? There's no right or wrong for collecting. But I think when it becomes an addiction, it means that it just takes over your life, and that's all you think about. And you know, like any addiction, I think if it runs your life and you start thinking, wow, I gotta get another one and another one and another one, that to me is how I view an addiction. And especially if it's interfering with your daily life, or being able to buy necessities, like daily necessities and that, then I think it can become a problem. And so I guess the way I look at it, I think our hobby should be one that we enjoy. What I take from all this that I've been talking about is just enjoy the dollies that you have. Really, you know, it's like anything in life. We keep thinking the more the better, and just enjoy the ones you have. And if you have to sell some because you want to buy another doll, that's okay. And so yeah, so what do you think of little Amparito? I just love this little girl. I had her for sale for a while and nobody bought her, and I decided to keep her, and I think she's become one of my favorite reborns. And I put a lot of work into my dollies, even though they're air dry. I use high quality paints, and I make sure they're varnished, and I use matting so her face is very it's got a little bit of a texture, which is what I love. I love my dollies with a little more texture. And look at her little hands, they're kind of blushy. I love my baby's with a little more blush, and her fingernails are tipped. And I just love this little girl. She's just one of my favorites. So now I think I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I view my Reborn hobby as more of a collection. I don't see it as an addiction like it used to be, which I'm really glad, because if it just takes control over your life, that's not a good thing. And so I'm really pleased that I've made that decision. I've been enjoying my Reborns, and let's see, just enjoying each one. And some days I interact with one or two. Oops, her little pacifier doesn't want to stay in her mouth, does it, little? Oh, well, maybe I'll have to try to put it on later. So, anyway, but yeah, so down below, comment on whether you see your collection as being an addiction or a collection, your Reborns, and yeah, I'd love to hear your viewpoint on this. And here's little Elena. She's the Elliot sculpt. Look at those big blue eyes. I just love her eyes and her mouth, and I just love this sculpt. I think she's so cute. And I did create this little sweet girl also, and she's a big girl. She's about 23 inches long, and she's a big girl. She's more like a toddler size. And yeah, so anyway, well, I'll keep dressing my little dolly. I love dressing these dolls. It's one of my favorite things to do. They're just so calming and relaxing. Oh, this little blanket is kind of, yeah, we all love our dollies for different reasons. And yeah, they're just amazing, aren't they? With their realism and how much fun they are. And those of you who are watching for the first time, you know, even adults love dolls, and this hobby's, you know, we just love this hobby. And I don't think there's anything wrong with adult women interacting with their dolls or dressing them. And that, I think it's a totally normal thing. And, oh, I gotta fold these little pants, but I'll fold them a little later. Otherwise, my video is gonna be super long. Right, little Elena. So let's see, what was I gonna put on little Elena? I'll turn her little head so you can see it. Let me see. Yep, there she is. I can see her. So she's wearing this little panda outfit. But it is getting to be spring, right, Elena? Yeah, spring is finally sprung. Finally getting here. Seems like all of a sudden everything will be melted. We still have a little bit of snow. And let's see, I'll unsnap this. There we go. Oh my goodness, I gotta be gentle with you, don't I, little girl? I love the name Elena. It's Spanish. It's a Hispanic name, which I love. Spanish names. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Uh-oh, your little bow came off. That's okay. And you're here. So I've been watching a lot of your videos lately, and there are a lot of new box openings, which are always fun. I enjoy watching those. I also enjoy watching dressing videos, hauls. It's kind of fun to see what people are buying. I think I'm just going to keep this little onesie on her. That way it says D is for duck. So, oh, and she's going to wear these little sandals. They have like a little flower. And they have Velcro, which I love. You know, with babies, that makes it so much easier to dress them. So there's little sandals. And I'm going to put this little outfit on her with the little, it's got little stripes, blue and white stripes, little bloomers. I think that's what you call these. So anyway, oh yes, I love this little girl. She's so sweet. And little Amparo is watching so faithfully over there. She's just smiling away. She's a happy little girl, and both of them are happy. That's another thing with these reborns, is that they have so many different little expressions. And that's what we love about them, don't we? It's just some of them are a little more serious, and some are smiley, and some, have the little peaceful looks, and they're just fun. It's just so, there's so many out there, and they're just all so much fun, aren't ya? Oh, look at, I love this little dress with the little ladybugs. It makes me want for spring and summer to come. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Look at her, how cute she looks. Oh, there's little Elena saying, "Oh, Mommy, you're dressing me in something cooler. I mean, warmer. No, cooler for spring." Oh, she's got kind of a heavy, her head is weighted a little heavier. But I like my dollies with their heads a little heavier, more floppy. And let's see how. Oh. So yeah, if you're thinking of starting your hobby or your reborn thing, there are a lot of YouTube videos out there on how to create your own dolly, how to paint with air dry paints or Genesis heat paints. I personally prefer just regular paints, not the Genesis heat, but the air dry. I like those better. Plus, I don't need to have a special oven, and I've been very happy with how my dollies have held up. I mean, I put varnish on them, so that protects the paint, which is really good. So McPherson's has a lot of air dry paints that you can order from them. I've been very pleased with the paints. I love painting with air dry. Yep. There, and yeah, I've been very happy. There. Oh, these fit perfect. I love these little white little little sandals on her. Oh, I don't want them to scratch her little feet. Oh, maybe this one isn't gonna fit so good. Is it? Oh, sure. There we go. I love these little sandals. When my daughter was little, I never really put sandals on her, especially when she was a baby. I'd leave her barefoot a lot, or put little socks on her. But now with these dolls, it's kind of fun. You can put little shoes on them and just try new things. There she is. Look at her all dressed up. She looks so springy, don't you, Lena? And I'll comb her hair. I rooted her hair. It's kind of, I think she has like goat hair. It's kind of a little coarser, but I just love it. And you can see little veins through her hair, which I like that. So her hair is a little more sparse, which I love about this little one. Yeah, she looks like she's ready to want to play. Oh, look at that. Look at that, sweetheart. And here's a little yellow flower, what do you call these? Headbands, or, yeah, just to put around to kind of dress her up a little bit. Oops. Oh my goodness, just sit up a little bit, little girl. I don't know if she's going to sit up. Let me see. Maybe I'll have to put her down. There. There we go. Oh, aren't you a little sweetheart? Look at that. I love yellow. Just brightens my day up. It cheers me up and makes me happy. Look at that little girl. Isn't she just precious? So she's all ready. Well, I want to thank you all for coming on, and yeah, just comment down below about whether your reborns are, you see them as a collection, or if it's more of an addiction. And yeah, and love to hear from you. So, well, everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll be back next week sometime. So thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.